Alright, y'all. So, I finally got my brakes and my rotors fixed on my van. That's, that's been taking me a hot minute. I ended up taking it to somebody who just works out of his garage, and he's, helped me out. But we had to weld a bigger nut to the nut of my caliper bracket because it kept rounding out even with a 6 and a 12 point. So that was fun. We thought we were gonna have to just sew it off of there and get a new caliper bracket, but no. We're hanging out at Subway right now. I'm trying to charge all my fans and my laptop for tonight. I took the seats out of my van, and I haven't put everything back yet, so everything's still real messy. But took the seats out of the van. Got a lot more room now. Look at the dogs. They're sleepy. They had a long day today, but they're doing all right. I'm doing all right. I hope y'all are doing all right. It's been an adventure, y'all. I think since last time I updated, I thought I was gonna get help with my van about a week ago. Some folks at the storage unit where I store a few of my things saw that I had all this bedding and stuff in my van, and they asked me if I was living out of my car, and I told them yeah. So my dog was kind of playing with my dogs were playing with their dog for a little bit, but told them yeah, I'm staying out of my van. I like it. They said, they were just in my exact same predicament here a few years back, and offered to help me out, and said, sure, yeah, that'd be great. I can pay y'all a little bit. And they said, no, don't worry about it. It's the godly thing to do. And invited me to dinner. So we're eating dinner. We're eating ribs. The dogs are getting bones. They're about it. And these folks, y'all, they start telling me how COVID is man-made. It's got a patent number, so it's man-made because anything with a patent number is man-made. And that it's definitely full of microchips. And, Bill Gates wants your information that's already all over the internet on Facebook and whatever social media y'all use. But goodness gracious, y'all. So this woman, she asks me if it's all right, if I mind, if she smokes. And I told her, no, whatever. I said, don't worry about it. It's y'all's house. Do whatever you want to do. I thought this woman meant a cigarette. She meant meth, y'all. So that was a situation. This woman pulls out a meth pipe, pulls out her little baggie of meth and starts doing her thing. And I was trying not to breathe because I don't know if I can get secondhand meth. So that was crazy. Anyway, I pretty quickly remembered that I had a meeting in the morning that I had to get to, so I was gonna go to bed. Which was terrifying because I went out to my van and this guy follows me out with his dog, and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna take my dog out. Do you want to take your dogs for a walk with me? And I said, oh no man, I really do have to be up early, like I'm gonna go to sleep. And he said, all right. And so I get in my van and I get in the back, like I'm gonna go to sleep. And this fella stands outside my van for like 30 minutes, and I'm just sitting here holding my breath because we were talking before, when I didn't have anything to think about these folks being crazies. But if you guys want to do meth, I guess do whatever in your own home, but please don't do it around me. Like that's where I draw a hard line. Anyway, because I had told him I had a bunch of tools in my car. I had a guitar. I had, my laptop. I got a MacBook. So that's, it's a higher dollar computer. So he knew I had a whole bunch of expensive stuff in my car. So I was waiting for this guy to try and, break into my car and rob me. But he eventually went into his house and pulled up the blinds. And so, y'all, I was so scared this guy was just watching me from outside his house. So I laid in my van, just barely trying to peek over the window every now and then, and stayed in his driveway for probably about an hour. Just, you know, anxiety ridden. But y'all, I eventually crawled up to the front of my van. I took off and gone. I don't want to go to that part of town. I was so paranoid that night that they were gonna remember where I told them that, you know, I was probably gonna be staying, or like, you know, because I told them, you know, I do stay around, you know, here and here, usually, and told me, you know, they're good spots. So I was real paranoid. I went and found a different spot for a few days and hung out. Dobby was real paranoid. She kept bouncing back from the back of the van over to the front of the van. And she eventually settled down and went to sleep, but for probably the first like 20 minutes, and I think it was just my anxiety of laying down, she was just kind of, you know, back and forth and back and forth. I also got a sunburn, y'all. I'm peeling like a snake. This side's not so bad, but my neck kinda and my back is pretty burnt. But I was trying to fish here the other day, and that didn't work. I don't have a rod, but I do have a line and a hook. I got some line and a couple of hooks and some bait and stuff. So I was just trying to go at it, but no, didn't catch anything. It's just hot, but I think that's the worst part about the van is the heat. But I got a whole bunch of little clip-on fans, and I say a whole bunch. I got 4 of them. But I got 4 fans, and I try and post them up, you know, 2 of them in the windows, and then one kind of blows more on me, and then one blows more towards the dogs. I bought a big fan actually today, and was like, oh man, this thing is crazy, because I read on the box it was a USB fan. But dumb me, I read the wrong line on the box and read the line where it was, you know, a portable fan, saying I could use the USB, and I should have paid attention to the highlighted part that said it was a table fan. So I either am going to take it back and get my money back, or I'm gonna suck it up and buy a power bank, which I kind of want to do anyway, but we'll see. I am hoping I can either get a place or upgrade to like an actual camper, because like I do want my own place. Like I think that would be nice, but I mean, y'all, I don't mind this whole just traveling around and doing whatever the hell. Like I like it a lot. I feel like I didn't have a whole lot of running around in freedom as a kid. We grew up about an hour, maybe a little hour and a half almost, outside of any big towns, and the closest town wasn't even really a town. We had a gas station and a little ice cream shack ran by the softball coach. But no, I didn't get to go out anywhere. I didn't have friends over for my birthdays. I didn't get to go to any birthdays just because nobody wanted to drive out that far. But I don't know, I guess it's not really because nobody wanted to drive out that far, because some of our friends were kind of close, but we just didn't get to go. So nobody wanted to take us. So I don't know. I didn't get to do a whole lot. And here lately, you know, from YouTube and from some online servers like on Discord, I started talking to a bunch of folk. And I mean, honestly, I'd like to come visit, you know, people, and in visiting, I'd like to just travel around and you know, see the world. Which I mean, it just sounds really exciting. I've never really been outside of Oklahoma much. I did go to Spain with a college group my freshman year. That was really cool. I liked it. That was wild, y'all. That was a totally different monster. I don't know if y'all saw me just pick something up, but I found this on the ground. It's really cool. If somebody's missing it, let me know. But it's a scorpion half-heart pendant. So if any of y'all are missing some kind of scorpion pendant, let me know and I'll bring it to you. If not, I'm gonna hang on to it because this is real cool. I got a spider, not a pendant, but like I got a spider in a, oh, what is it? Like an epoxy or something like that. I don't know what this is. But I got a spider in one. I don't think I have it with me, but I like it. This is neat. Now I got some folks I want to go visit in, Florida and New York and California. There's somebody in Arizona right now, but I guess they're gonna go up to Washington State here pretty soon. So I might visit them. I don't know. Shucks, I might just float around Minnesota for a while, y'all. There's a whole bunch of this place I haven't seen. I'd like to go visit the Great Lakes, and I'd like to see a bear. I want to see a moose, y'all. Like, I hear they're real dangerous, so you don't want to go up there. Like, I'm probably more scared of the moose than I am the bear. I don't know. When I was younger, I always wanted to hunt a bear. I thought that would be cool. But, I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to ramble because I don't really actually physically talk to many folk. So getting to actually talk is kind of nice. But no, y'all, I'm gonna set the van back up, and I'll probably do a little short later and show you guys more what it actually looks like. But I got a couple of coolers finally. I wish I could, like I said, eventually I want to get a battery pack, something I could maybe even run a little mini fridge off of. That way I don't have to keep buying all this ice and using up all the water. But I've been using the cold water that melts from the ice, putting it in bins and using it to keep the dogs cool on some days. So that's really neat. I debated getting some kind of little blow-up pool, but I don't want to keep blowing it up and breaking it down and blowing it up and breaking it down. So I just pour it on the dogs, and they stay cool. No, y'all, it's a life full of adventures. You just gotta look for them and happen to fall into those situations. But yeah, I'll update y'all later on what the van looks like. I hope y'all have a real great night. I'm having a pretty good night. I like nighttime, y'all, and I like the rain, man. I love the rain in the van. It's like a tiny cocoon. Like it reminds me almost of, like rain on a tin roof, which is one of my favorite sounds in the whole world. I mean, it puts me out like a baby every time. But yeah, y'all, have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Anybody needs anything, let me know. I don't know, shucks, just a visit. I do yard work. I do housework. I mean, I used to take care of folk professionally. Worked at an airport. I do heavy-duty machinery. If I don't know something, I can learn something. And I'm in IT, so if y'all need some IT kind of stuff, let me know. I'd love to practice. I'm not great at anything yet, but I can be. I will be. Alright, y'all. For the 27th time now. Have a good night.